Hey everybody, this is John Hiley with DentTrainer.com. Today we're actually going to be working on this Mazda 3. As you can see, the door is just absolutely hammered. You can see that it has several cracks actually in the finish. One that's major where it laid over a brace or something on the inside of the panel, okay? We're actually going to remove this door and stick it on a hood stand. It's going to basically allow us to work the door from multiple directions, and basically it kind of saves us time in the end actually, and you'll see how that works out. Now this repair here is not one of them 100% repairs. This is definitely one where they just want to make it to where it doesn't look like a giant dent, hit their vehicle. With damage like this on a door, there's something that you need to realize. When you have that strong line running through the center of the dent and you see a crack right there, there's something behind it. What we're going to do, it's obvious, and we've actually got the door off the car and we've got it on a stand now. It's quite obvious that the dent is running right through the middle of a brace. What we've come to find out that brace is glued to the panel. Just about like every brace that you deal with, it's going to have some sort of either pockets of glue, or it's going to be glued all the way across, actually attaching itself to the door skin. So what we're going to do at this point, we're going to release all of that pressure. I think that we're going to actually see some metal move right on out, but we'll jump in here and take a look at it. Actually going to go in with a torch and do some cutting. And remember, you got to be quick. You got to move fast. You could use Gojo, but we're cutting a big area here. So I'm looking for speed. I'm looking for it to be efficient. And, we're actually going to cut that skin and release it from the door brace. So let's jump over here and get to work on that, and we'll keep on moving along. All right, everybody, here is the door directly after cutting the glue. As you can see, it did release a lot of the dent, but I mean, we still got a nasty dent here to contend with. What I'm going to be doing here, actually going to be, first off, very tough to access and get the right type of pushing through the inside cavities here. So what we're actually going to be doing is drilling a 1/2-inch hole right here and going in through here and doing some soft tip pushes right in through here. So whenever we go to do the crown work all up through here, it doesn't sink the dent back in as a big giant dent. So essentially, we're doing our push work right here to stabilize this damage down here so we can do our knockdown work up through here. All right, everybody, so we've actually checked this spot right here, and this is a nice open spot for us to put a little hole. There we have it. All right, everybody, what I'm going to go in here with to begin with is this nice 90 bend soft tip, okay? My optimal goal here is just to get some balance in this dent. It's way off balanced. It's got a big low coming down this way. It's got high spots that ridged up on this side. It's got a giant low up here at the top. So the first thing I want to do is stabilize it by getting that lower dent. Let's just start to bring it up with balance. Once I bring that up and kind of tighten it into all them high spots, we'll be able to go into a knockdown session. So this right here is the tool that I'm using. I'm putting it through the cavity that we just made, and I'm just going to be working that bottom spot. I'm not looking for perfection at this point. I'm just looking to bring it up and take a little bit of pressure off them high spots so we can actually go into a knockdown session. So let's jump over here and get to work. All right, guys, so one of the first things that I'm going to do, it's a little bit cold up here in Ohio, so I'm going to heat this dent to begin with. The one thing that I want you to notice is there's a little bit of gloss around here. That's because what we've actually done is we've taken some clear coat paint and put it over this cracked area, so that way it's going to maintain during our repair process. So we don't have to worry about this thing splitting open as we make pushes around it. At least we hope not. All right, everybody, now we're going to go ahead and begin making our first pushes. Just trying to relieve some pressure. Really trying to stabilize this body line so it'll hold the whole dent up. Nice soft tip pushes. Definitely like them. And if you could imagine if we were starting this dent with a sharp tip, it would be brutal. Got to move a lot of metal along, and that's what soft tips are good for. Ultimately, this is designed to stop this thing from oil canning. And that's really what we're doing here. Last thing we want is a big old oil canner. I mean, there's definitely situations that's going to happen, but we just continuously work to figure out how to ease that process. You guys know me, I've developed some procedures that specifically deal with oil can dents. Just trying to raise this up so whenever we start tapping, sucker doesn't just fall right back into where it came from. Trying to keep it from the pits of hell where it was originally at. And I mean, this was one, you know, this is definitely one that's, it went there, you know. There we go. Very, very nice. I think we're about ready to get into our knockdown session now. We've just got this metal going in the right direction. We've got some crowns coming through this side. We've got some crowns coming through this side right here, and some crowns coming through this side. We got a whole area right here that's going to need knocked down. But I'm going to focus on this for the moment, and then we're going to go further up here, and we're going to make some pushes stabilizing the top of the panel. So if you guys can see that here, right up in through there, we're looking to stabilize all of this up through here. And, you know, push out this little crease, push this up a little bit, just trying to bring it up with balance. But the first thing we're going to do, we're going to kind of knock down this nasty little high spot around this deep point here. So right here and right here, we're going to go in, and this is all going to be with a soft tip knockdown.